From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Well, on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, They would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And it'll be intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
They weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it up. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
43, 43, 50, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Pacheco He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up, and you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tua now on first down. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Got here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 50.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Attack, attack. Yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 12.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes finding his tight end, Kelsey, for a big one. 42 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden was a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 91 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 46.
Mahomes now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel, getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's James returning. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Attack!
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hey, 57 colors.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Attack! 15.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Hey, rip it. 50, yellow. Yellow.
Mahomes will throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Pacheco.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Tua. Connecting with Hill.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing Tua. This is caught by Waddle.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This is 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins first down.
Now Tua. That'll be caught by Hill.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Sheds off the tackle.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go. Yellow. 15.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Easy. Right on this two. Hero 15.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
43.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. But he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation.